Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and do a couple of things that I've never done before. So I wanted to create this bold new look for you guys, and it is called Electric Queen. This is a full-on hair and makeup tutorial for you guys. So if you guys are interested in how I got this look step by step, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to be winging this look basically. I know that I want this look pink and red inspired, but I don't know if I want to be crying glitter or do a cut crease or whatever. So I think we're just going to go with the flow and hopefully we do good. Like, this is like a phenomenal job that we can be like, damn. Like type thing, you get me? So I'm just going to be getting a concealer. I'm going to be priming my eyelids first and just start going in that direction. I can't find a clean brush right now, so I'm just going to be using my finger. Oosa. Now to set my lids, I'm just going to be grabbing Flower Child because it is a skin tone eyeshadow for me. I'm just going to be using it to set it all over my eyelids. And I'm just going to be using a setting brush by Real Techniques. So I know I want this look pink and red inspired. I just have some like things cooking up in my head. I just don't know what exactly is what I want. Oh my god, that reminds me of like that little meme that's like, what do you want? What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
So I'm going to be leaning over to my trusty old pal. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. They have such great neutral, pinky, warm tones in this. So I think I'm going to be picking up the color Buon Fresco, which is like more of a cool toned pink shade. So I'm just going to be applying that all over my crease just to get a transition going. So I'm taking my transition color pretty up there, almost to the brow bone, just because I want to make it more of like a dramatic look. So we're going to try cut crease today. I feel bold. I feel, you know, that I can do this. You can do it! We're going to be dipping into the color Red Ochre, and I'm really on the tip because that's where I want to focus it. The tip. And then I'm just going to be applying that right in my crease line. If you kind of need help locating your crease line, just tilt your head back like this and you're going to see like some type of sink in your eyelid, and then that's when you know on where to carve it out exactly. When you are creating that little flick for the wing, just trying to follow it because I know that I'm going to be doing a liquid liner, so I want it to be parallel to the line. You feel me? So just know when you're doing that, try to estimate on where you feel like you're going to be doing your liquid liner if you are, so you can have it parallel to your cut crease wing. Okay, so now that we have our cuts, we are going to start cleaning it up. So just grab any concealer that you have. I'm going to be using the same one that I used at the beginning. And then carve out right under the cut so you can see how sleek and how fine you want your line. And then grab any concealer brush that you have. This is the Morphe M421. Alright, so I don't know if by accident my camera didn't film this little information, but we already started working on the lid. As you can see, that's why there's some shimmery going on right there. This is the shade Vermeer from the same palette that I am using, which is this little bad boy right here. And the thing that I'm doing right now is I'm just applying the color all over the lid, and I'm just working right below the cut. So try to get a more rounded brush so it helps you be as precise as you can right below the cut. And don't worry if you're getting any fallout or you're being messy with it, because at the end of the day you can just use a makeup remover wipe and then you just clean up the edges. And then if you just, you know, happen to slip like I did, sorry, my bad, I'm just going to be dipping into Red Ochre again and then going back into the line just to take out any of the shimmer that I got. Now I'm just cleaning up any of the fallout that may have gotten away from the eyes. So I think I'm going to be picking up the color Love Letter by the same palette, and it is this little baby right here. It's just a matte shade, and I'm just going to be kind of diffusing that above just to give a little bit more of like a pop to the eye. That's speaking to me more. That makes me feel a little bit better. I don't know if you can really see it, but it looks a lot better, you guys. I'm using a more fluffier brush because I don't want to be too precise and I want it to just like feather it out type situation. I'm going to be picking up the NYX Glitter in the shade Ice, and we're going to be popping that onto the lid just a little bit, just to give it that little bit more of a pop, you know, shimmer type, you know, whoa, damn. And then clean it up at the bottom. We are going to be zhuzhing it up just a little bit more, you know, taking up the notch, turning up. You get the point. So we're going to be adding our liner now, but instead of doing a black liner, we're going to be a little bit more bold in here. And I'm going to be grabbing one of my Infallible shadows by Loreal in the shade Glistening Garnet. It's so gorgeous, it's so beautiful that I was like, you know what, let me use it as a liner. Damn, that's not so bad. This makeup look is spicy, guys. I'm getting pretty happy right now, to be honest, because sometimes I feel like it's hard to be creative and it's hard to come up with your own type of shit, and you're just like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, what type of vibe do I want to bring off? And I like the vibe. I can deal with the vibe. I'm pretty happy with how the look is coming out so far. Everything is peachy right now, or pretty pinky fuchsia type thing. Okay, so now we're gonna be dipping into our face. I keep saying dipping a lot. Have you guys heard me say dipping a lot in this video? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be picking up my Smashbox Hydrating Primer. My first time trying it. I haven't tried it, so I love hydration on my face because my face is very dry as it is already. So I love anything that says brightening, hydrating. I'm gonna get a little more. Sorry, I'm a little bit thirsty. I'm gonna be grabbing my Tarte primer. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and I'm just gonna be hitting it on my most problematic areas, which is usually the bridge of my nose and right under my eyes. Let me wet this one. Back again, had to wet my beauty blender. So since a lot of festivals are taking place outside, I want to emphasize the health and the glow and the luminosity in your skin. So that's why I'm going to be picking up the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Illuminator, and this is in the shade Ice Glaze. So then I'm just going to be applying it on the highest points of my face. Now I'm just going to go into my foundation. I am grabbing the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 210, and this is in Dewy+Smooth because I want the health and the glow, like I said. So that's why I want to dip into a dewy foundation opposed to a matte foundation. Wow, guys, this is a really healthy glow. I mean, look at this. Alright, so for my concealer today, I'm going to be using a combination of two trusty old concealers. This one is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this one is the Maybelline Fit Me. This combination works better for me because this one's a little bit too light for me, and this one evens it out perfectly. So I'm just going to be doing some triangle shapes under my eyes as if like we're in geometry class, you get me? And then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. For my contour, I'm going to be grabbing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Stick. I made it my contour stick because clearly this is not my color. This is in the shade Almond, and I'm just going to be using it to contour my cheeks, my forehead. You know the drill with that. I prefer creams when I'm contouring because I feel like it just gives you more of a natural finish. But like, I just feel like it looks so much more healthier, and it's like your skin, you get me? Like, it doesn't look like it's a makeup product. It looks like you own it. To set my concealer, I'm going to be dipping into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to be picking up this shade right here. It is Banana Powder, and I'm only going to be focusing it under my under eyes because I don't want to take away from the dewiness, because I want to give that illusion that, you know, we are healthy and we are glowy. I'm all about health and glow in this video. Haven't you guys noticed? Alright, so for my bronzer, I'm going to be picking up one of my favorites recently. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce. I love this bronzer. I don't know why. It gives me such a beautiful glow to my contour. And I don't know, I just can't get enough of it. What do you have in this formula? I'm just going to be using it to set anywhere that I contoured. But I do patty motions. I don't know if you guys know this trick, but to prevent your foundation, your contour from smudging and sliding all over the place when you're setting it, preferably tap the product in there opposed to just rubbing it, because that's how it's gonna slide. So to prevent it, I'd rather just tap it. And going back into the same palette from our contour, I'm going to be picking up this lightest shade right here, and I'm going to be using to set my nose contour. So for my blush, I grabbed my Tarte Cosmetics blush in the shade Genius. This is such a beautiful mauve pink blush, so it goes perfect with our eyes. And I just grabbed a multitask brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna, you know, place it on the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to be grabbing my stippling brush by Real Techniques and just, you know, blend it out together. Alright, so now we're going to take a little bit of a detour and go back to your eyes. We're going to be picking up the same color that we used earlier, Love Letter, which is right here. And I'm going to start, you know, working it in my lower lash line just so I can start smoking it out. And just to give the lower lash line a little bit more of a pop, I dipped into Vermeer and I'm working that closer to the waterline. Don't I put on the most attractive faces when I'm doing my lower lash line? This combination of Vermeer and Love Letter really did kind of like switch up the game, and it combined both of the colors to like a purple. I don't know if you see it, if you could kind of take a glimpse, but yeah. But it looks pretty, I'm not complaining. You know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, you feel me? It's just like boom. Mix it up, stir it up, drink it, and then you get some purple. And now I just grabbed one of my NYX liners. This is a Fox White liner, and this is in the shade Linen. So I really want to give it that pop in my waterline. Now I'm just prepping our falsies with some mascara, and I'm using Man Eater by Tarte Cosmetics. How come no one informed me that I was missing highlight? I'm going to be getting my Milani highlighter, and this is in the shade, I believe, Afterglow, and it is such a beautiful, look at that. Just speaks to you. And I'm going to be picking up my fan brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to get that little sucker in there, and then we're going to work it onto the face. And you call yourself drugstore. We gotta give more credit to Milani. I mean, please, por favor. We are going to get wild in here, you guys. I decided I am going to be doing a Klein. Learn how to speak to me now. Since we did a cut crease, I was like, you know what, that's not enough. We gotta throw in some glitter in there and see how the whole crying glitter makeup effect would look. I picked up some glitter from Joann Fabrics not too long ago. It was a couple of days ago when I went to go buy my background as well, and I came across this and I was like, this will look so dope for the look that I wanted to do, which is this one. So the glitters that I'm going to be using are these two packets right here. I don't know if you can see them, but these one are hearts, if you can see kind of closely through the packaging. And then these are stars. So I'm going to be mixing these together and then, you know, see how they look throughout the makeup. So let's see. So I already started doing the glitter crying effect because I wanted to see whether or not it was going to look good and whether or not like it kind of worked type thing, because I've never tried it. So what I've been doing is just I've been picking up the NYX glitter primer. I put a little bit on my finger and then I kind of have the glitter scattered on a piece of paper, and then what I've been doing is I've just been dabbing it right there. I grab it with a pair of tweezers, I grab it right there, and then I apply it to my face, and then boom, you get a little crying effect glitter star on your face. So I'm just going to continue to repeat the process.
2 hours later.
Alright, so I think this is pretty much how it's going to be for the glitter shape. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to add more, but I think for now we're good. So I want to obviously build up more there. So I'm going to be picking up my NYX Studio Liquid Liner, and this is in the shade, what shade is this? Extreme Pink. So we're going to be applying this under our under eyes in like little swiggly motions to make it look as if we're crying. So let's just see how it looks and if it really does something. As I'm doing this, I'm being very light with my hand and I'm putting very light strokes of glitter because I don't want to make it look too heavy, even though I don't know if we already did, but we'll see. Oh my Jesus. I'm going to be dipping into a Real Techniques fine line brush, and this is a little packet of glitter that I also got. And I'm just going to be swirling it in there type thing. And I'm just going to be like dabbing it on specific places because I do want to give a little bit more of a brightness because I feel like it's too holographic, that I just want a little bit more of a bright, you know, like you can see sparkles in there. So I'm going to be saving the heart shapes for another creative look. But this one I just wanted to stick with the stars. Alright, so we're pretty much done with the crying glitter effect. So now we're going to be jumping into our lips. Since we have a lot going on clearly all over here, we're going to have the lips subtle, but not too subtle where it's just like, something's not there. So I'm going to be getting my Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade, I believe, Cocoa K. I think it's going to tie the look together because of the fact that it's not too bold, but it's not too light. It's just like a perfect mid-tone pink. So I'm going to be applying that all over my lips, and my lips are already moisturized because I put chapstick prior to, so now it's going to be all nice and creamy. Oh, it feels so good to have it out of the bun. So we are going to be jumping right into this tutorial for the hair. I'm going to have myself on mute because I'm going to be watching one of my shows and then showing you guys how I'm going to be doing the hair. But yeah, I just want to jump right into this video now. So first I wanted to add some moisture into my hair by grabbing my Mario Badescu facial spray and, you know, trying to get some work in there. Then grabbing my brush, I'm just going to be brushing my hair just to get some tangles and knots out. Now parting my hair half up, half down, I just wanted to do this look in that way because I felt like that was more festive. And then I'm just parting and separating the top half so we can secure the bottom half with the scrunchie. And we're looking cute. And then I let down the top half, and now I am just parting my hair down the center of my forehead so we can get the sleekest possible line out there. And then now I'm just going to be twirling this side just so I can kind of secure it because I hate when there's like loose hairs and like flyaways everywhere and they interrupt your ponytail and like they get in between the scrunchie and the hairs that you're tying. And it's just like the most painful thing ever when you take it off. Oh my god, does anyone feel my pain? But now I'm just trying to sleek it as much as I can so when we tie it up, it's as clean as possible. That's a pretty high ass ponytail. Yeah. And now I'm just tightening it up. And then repeating the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just trying to, you know, even them out to make sure both of them are equal. And then I got kind of distracted, sorry, but I just grabbed my hairspray and then I'm just spritzing it throughout the hairs just so I can get a little bit of volume. And then I just grabbed my comb now because I wanted to tease it up so we have a little bit more volume in our braid. And then grabbing an elastic band, I'm just going to be securing the braid at the bottom of the ponytail. And then I'm just going to puff it up just a bit so we can get some more volume. We're all about volume here. And then we're going to be twirling it so we can make our bun. And then getting another elastic band just so we can secure it as well. And then I'm kind of loosening it up, so that's what we get. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side. Woo! And we dancing cause we got a good braid. And then I'm just gonna be letting down the bottom so we can start working on it. So I brought out the heat protection because we are gonna be bringing out our ironers soon. So I'm just spraying it on every single inch of my hair possible because I'm trying to prevent some heat damage. But before that, I'm gonna be brushing on my hair just so I can prevent any tangles and knots. And then I'm going to be placing my hair in between my straightener by John Frieda. And then I'm going to be wrapping the hair around
trying to get it into a curl as it's gonna form right now in a quick second. Super easy tutorial on the hair, you guys. Look how easy that little curl was made just from a simple ironer. And then I'm gonna be repeating the steps all around my hair. And then now, since we're done, we're going to be adding a little bit more volume with our hairspray just so we can, you know, spice it up a bit. Sometimes I have a little bit of a texture issue with my hair in the terms of volume because, you know, the shit likes to be flat all the time, so I definitely need some hairspray. And then grabbing my toothbrush that I use every single night. I'm just kidding, that'll be fucking gross. I'm just going to be getting my baby hairs out with my hair toothbrush, you guys. I don't want you to think this is my real toothbrush in here. I'll be really gross. And we are done with Electric Queen.
So now you guys know how to recreate electric look from the hair to the makeup y todo. You guys know the drill. I'm so happy with how the look came out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You know, show me some love. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in my next video, and I love you all so much. Bye guys.